The next category is Best Cartoon.
Best Cartoon. All right. I guess
we're going to have to do by seasons, obviously, on this category also.
Yeah, I think so.
I just don't think it's possible to do it.
I'm giving an honorable mention to South Park because they don't have like an amazing season, but they have amazing episodes within seasons.
Okay. That's actually on my list.
Okay. I'm also giving an honorable mention to Futurama.
I haven't watched enough Futurama.
You know,
everyone says it's funny, but I have to even.
I didn't really like the first season, and then I started watching from the second season again, and it's actually very good. But then it got canceled by the fourth season, so just for lack of.
They have them on again on Comedy Central, I think.
I think actually it's starting up again with new episodes with the original cast.
Yeah, but it's never going to be as good.
Maybe not. The movies.
There's another show that's coming. Another show when we get to it was. Well, I'll just mention when it gets. It was like canceled, and when it came back, wasn't as good as it was originally.
Well, yeah, that's probably Family Guy, but my number 5.
Fine, you have a spoiler alert.
Well, that was an obvious thing. My number 5 is Freakazoid. Great cartoon. Only made it for 2 seasons, but it was so good. Oh, fuck!
Is there just a channel you watch that no one else watches? Bacon Lod, Freakazoid, Attack of the Show.
You know what? I can't decide.
You only like shows that get canceled.
I can't. It's true. I can't decide on my number 5.
Why?
Because it's a dead heat.
What's the other one?
The Critic.
Listen, that's like my number 3.
Really?
The Critic's amazing.
Okay. You know what? Just for less argument later, I'll put The Critic and give Freakazoid an honorable mention.
Critic should never have been canceled. The Critic was hilarious.
Which is weird because it was on NBC for 1 season. It was okay. Moved to Fox for the 2nd season. One of the funniest shows ever, and then got canceled.
It really... I think they had a total of 3 seasons. They might put another season on cable or something like that.
If it is, then I have not found
or maybe
it.
It's only
I only
2
have
seasons,
2.
But
Yeah.
it is consistently freaking hilarious.
And you know what? I watched it recently.
That was the best thing that Lovitz ever did.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
He was on Conan O'Brien, and he goes, "It stinks," and nobody cheered. I was like, "You got to be kidding me!" People.
That is one of I think all-time greatest shows that were canceled and never appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
Which we don't have a category for that. I don't know why we don't have a category for that. But number 1 on that list would be Freaks and Geeks.
Yeah.
But number 2 on that list would probably be, and I guess The Wire never got canceled, but was unappreciated. But number 2 probably The Critic.
Because of the fact that it got canceled after the first season, I couldn't put it in the top 5. 3 South. I don't know if you saw that.
Are you making up cartoons?
It was.
What the hell are you talking about?
It was so funny.
Was it on a network that no one got?
MTV. It was on MTV. It was so funny, but they would only put it on at 2 in the morning.
What's it even about? I don't know what your shows are about.
It's about a community college, and everyone's borderline retarded, and it was these 2 really stupid guys that got roomed with a smart guy. And
if you put Beavis and Butthead on this list, by the way, I'll hit you.
I did not.
What's Freakazoid about?
Freakazoid was this nerdy guy who somehow got sucked into his computer, and he got powers to become a superhero, but he was also semi-retarded. It was kind of he turned into Jerry Lewis with superpowers. He even talked and acted like Jerry Lewis. It was very funny.
You know, this category is not called cartoons you've never heard of that are funny. My number 5?
Yeah, you didn't do your number 5.
Pinky and the Brain. I don't know. I was struggling on the 5th one, but I think this is a pretty good one.
Shit. That makes me really debate some things. There's too many good cartoons.
Okay, what else do you have on there?
Well, that makes me add another honorable mention. I'm up to 5. Animaniacs, because that's where Pinky and the Brain got their start, and I think that was better than the actual Pinky and the Brain show.
I know I didn't watch enough of Animaniacs, but
the only reason Animaniacs doesn't get there is because they had too many shitty. They had 4 different cartoons within it, and 2 of them were shitty. Good Pigeons. It was Goodfellas with pigeons. Nobody likes that shit. All right, my number 4 is Family Guy, asterisk, seasons 1 through 3.
Yeah.
After that, I refuse to acknowledge its existence.
It's semi okay lately or more recently, but I say seasons 1 through 3 are brilliant, and they're number 2 on my list.
Okay, so we're gonna agree that 1 through 3 is their heyday.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's by far. Once it got canceled, came back. It was decent, but just wasn't anything in comparison to the original.
Mm-hmm. All right, my number 3.
Yeah.
You're gonna get.
Wait. Let me guess. It's called.
You've never heard of it, I guarantee.
It's called
guarantee.
Zeus Likes Cock, and it's on the Home Shopping Network from 3 to 4 a.m.
Invader Zim.
What the fuck?
Amazing show.
Do you understand this category? That other people listen.
Yeah, best cartoon. It's the best
you don't
cartoon.
understand this. Because the idea is that listeners will have heard of these shows and agree or disagree with us because they've heard the shows. They're like, I've seen Simpsons, I like Simpsons. I haven't heard Attack of the Freakazoid ever. This is the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. This show.
I hope we get so many emails about how awesome Invader Zim is.
You would do like a top movie. You would do like a top all-time movie list, and your top 30 would be like indies from like Italy. Here's another foreign flick from Panama.
I will forward you every email I get about how awesome Invader Zim is.
Yeah, okay. It's the worst fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. And I don't know where I'm on my list. I don't know. I'm fucked up. The order's fucked up. I guess my number...
You're number 4, I guess?
South Park, I guess. South Park.
4 is South Park?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they've been,
My 3 was Critic. That's what it was.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I can't really argue with South Park because it's, like I said, I don't think it's ever had an amazing season.
What's your terrible... Hang on. What's your terrible number 2?
My terrible number 2 is Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen it. It's funny. It's an honorable mention.
Okay, well, at least you've heard of it.
Yeah, it was kind of good. If you don't say Simpsons season 1, 2 through 9, then the hell's wrong with you?
I didn't.
You didn't even have that in your list?
No, I did. I had seasons 3 through 9.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't care what seasons you put. I'm just saying the Simpsons were brilliant.
Yeah. Okay. So,
And Simpsons, you know what? Like, I had forgot. Like, I remember a little while back, I watched some more recent episodes and I'm like, this was terrible. And maybe the show was never good, and I just thought it was good. Because it was like back when I was younger.
Yeah, but then you watch and they're
back
good,
and they're still absolutely brilliant. And so I don't know how you can even be the same show.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well just call episodes 10, seasons 11 through 25, whatever they're on, the new Karate Kid.
Yeah. We have a vote for Beavis and Butthead.
And we have a terrible vote. I wouldn't even put that in the top 5. I mean, top honorable mention. It's just, it was semi-decent, but it wasn't really that funny.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was enjoyable to a certain extent. I definitely liked it, but...
I could give you... we agree on The Simpsons, Family Guy, and The Critic.
I would say that.
I could give you South Park.
Okay.
You haven't seen Invader Zim, so you don't know.
I haven't seen all your fucking shows. I'll give you something from the honorable... I'll give you, Animaniacs, I guess, over Picking the Brain.
I could go for that.
You said because that's included.
Right, because the Animaniacs had some funny shit.
That's fine with me.
Okay. All right, so we're not doing too bad on the agreeing portion. I was hoping that wouldn't take too long.
And is the funniest show category the funniest 5 shows that you've never heard of? By could we check the score of the Met game?
No.
If anyone out there has the score of the Met game, just check the score of the Met game. Come on,
it's 1-0 in the top of the 12th.
Come on, just come on, just check the score.
It's like.
You're on the internet.
It's who cares.
It'll take you 2 seconds. Oh, 1-0 Mets. What inning?
Why?
Because it tortures you.
It's so shitty.
And I really want to know what inning. I can't believe how good Takahashi's pitching.
Yeah, that's amazing. Takahashi is
6th?
awesome.
Okay,
yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, that's great.
I saw the RBI from Ike also.
Cool. That's awesome. Yeah.
Okay, funniest show ever?
Funniest show ever.
This is a really tough one.
I don't even know if I have a full...
Can I go with my honorable mentions first? You have a full list for this?
I don't think I do. I don't even know where it is. Did I even write it down?
Funniest show ever.
Oh, I do. Okay.
Okay. I'll do my honorable mentions. Honorable mention, Married with Children.
Okay.
I think that's a great show.
That's another, I got tainted because they had so many shitty seasons.
Yeah.
But I'll give you honorable mention on that one.
And this one, How I Met Your Mother. I think there's some sappy episodes, but in generally, it's pretty original comedy. I like it a lot.
You know, the only reason I didn't add it is because I'm literally 3 seasons behind.
What season are you on?
The last episode I saw was Naked Man, which was like one of the funniest episodes I've ever
really
seen.
Funny, yeah.
But I couldn't add it because I haven't seen enough.
I'm like
of
a
it.
season and a half behind.
But yeah, I heard it's getting a lot worse though.
That's what everyone says. I haven't seen the most recent season, so but I was watching season 4 and it was pretty funny. You have any honorable mentions?
No, I'm using yours. I like both of yours.
Okay.
Oh no! My honorable mention is Titus.
Yeah, I never really watched that.
Only because I think season 1 was one of the funniest seasons of any show, but then it immediately like jumped the shark.
I'm gonna give a random show that's not even an honorable mention, but I'm just gonna mention it right now.
Tell me you've heard of Titus.
Yes, I've heard.
Oh,
of Titus.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
I thought you were giving me more shit about it.
No, I wasn't giving more shit about it. Though I actually do want to give you more shit about it. But I'm going to mention one that's very random also.
Okay.
Do you remember the John Larroquette show?
Yep.
So it basically was terrible. But the first season, they kind of like revamped the whole show after the first season because they said it was too dark. Mm-hmm. The first season was brilliantly funny. They they had like the guy, like the counter guy, it was this black dude. The first season he was this angry black dude and it was hilarious. The second season he was like your friendly black neighbor that was like not funny at all. I think that show was really funny the first season, but I actually saw it like 10 years ago, so I don't know if I'm really right or not.
Okay, you want to add that to your honorable mentions?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'm going to add another honorable mention.
What?
The Larry Sanders Show.
I never freaking saw the Larry Sanders Show. I have it on my Netflix list. I gotta see that.
And I'm going to add another honorable mention. Working. I don't think anybody has seen Working.
Or any of your shows in the cartoon character, or any... Like, have you seen just every TV show out there?
Fred Savage, dude. He was the star.
Great,
he was the star. He was the star of that show.
That's wonderful.
Whatever. What's your number 5 tough guy?
You know who I wanted to nail at the time? Topanga. She was kind of hot when she was 12.
When she was borderline fat and not full-fledged fat?
Yeah, borderline fat. There was
when she was just chubby, she was hot, but you could tell, like, she's like 2 donuts away from a disaster.
When my freshman year at Cornell, there was a rumor that Topanga was going to be a freshman the following year. And every guy in campus was like, wow, Topanga's coming here next year. It's going to be the greatest thing ever. When she got fat.
Oh, yeah, I heard she got pretty large.
Okay, so we do your number 5. Oh, should I do my number 5?
Yeah.
My number 5... This is so tough. My number 5... Golden Girls.
Golden Girls is the funniest show ever. Okay.
I think it was a brilliant show.
Okay. I am going to go with Spin City. You've heard of that, right? Michael J. Fox,
Are you sure you're in the right category?
Funny.
Are you kidding? That's your funniest... A semi-decent comedy show is your, like... Sitcom in The Office Place is your best show?
To be honest, this was the category we were writing like right before we started the show, so I was panicking and just writing down.
You have to admit, like, your honorable mentions are all better than that one.
Yeah, this one is... I'm not confident with this one at all. I'm just gonna...
You know, like, I'm updating the list when I'm thinking of things. You're just going with a piece of crap that's used to have... I mean, it was like a mildly decent
All right. What's your number 5?
Not to kill your app, not to kill it, but I'm gonna keep giving you shit. That's a terrible pick.
Okay, I'm not...
That's a hard... Okay.
I'm not very happy with that one, but anyway.
Okay, my number 4?
Mm-hmm.
This is just a really tough category.
It is.
I'd say my number 4 is...
Oh my god, I can't believe you're about to say that.
I'll say it's Seinfeld.
Okay. That's actually...
Have you heard of that show? I would pick a random one, like...
It's too mainstream, man. I don't watch this mainstream
Is that on your
shit.
list?
That's my number 2. Okay. Because there's not really a situation in life that you can't relate to a Seinfeld episode. And just for that, it adds to the comedy, like,
I think it's
ex post facto. Like,
I'm just struggling on where to rank it, but I think it's a brilliant show. Okay, my next one I guess will have to be Cheers.
You really like Cheers.
I
can never get into that show.
It's such a great show.
Yeah,
I can see how other people might not like it as much. What's your next one?
The Muppet Show. Cracks me the fuck up every time it's on.
You know what's great?
We're gonna have a battle over this one.
Hang on, you know what's great?
Yeah.
So I have a nephew who's now 6 months old.
Yeah.
So I had a kid back in December.
Mm-hmm.
And she was in Barnes & Noble the other day, or maybe a week or two ago.
Mm-hmm.
And as I saw on DVD, they had the entire Muppet Show on DVD.
Oh, they came out with season 5?
I guess everything.
Ooh.
She bought it. And now she's watching it now she shows it to my nephew.
Lucky woman.
Yeah, so my nephew gets to see the Muppet Show, and she's like, it's like funny because she's like, it's funny stuff for him and funny stuff for me.
Yeah, no, because they have a lot of adult jokes in that show. They do.
Yeah. It's a good show. I mean,
I thought you were egging me on that whole time.
No, I was actually going for something real. I actually wanted to almost borrow the Muppet Show from her.
That's my number 3. I read it instead of number 4 by mistake.
Okay. I guess my
number 2.
Number 2. I guess my number 2 would be. I'm struggling with one new order here again, but I say Arrested Development. Did you watch Arrested Development?
You know, I watched the first 2 seasons. I didn't watch the 3rd season yet. I know I say yet, even though it's been canceled for like 5 years. And I've loved every single episode I've watched. It seems like it's always like the next show I'm going to watch. And, I love it.
Brilliant. It's better than How I'm Sorry. Oh, you know what? I'd actually maybe put in that in Always Sunny, my honorable mentions.
Okay.
Is that on your list?
No, it's not. Just because I thought the first season and a half was brilliant.
Yeah, I agree. I think the first 2 seasons are brilliant.
And I thought the addition of Danny DeVito just killed the show. I think he's so unnecessary.
Yeah, I think he's so unnecessary.
They had such a good dynamic going, and then he just threw it all off.
I agree. So what's your... you know what? I just saw the other day. I was on a flight, and they had I was watching it, and they had what was it? The Gang Gives Back. Where they coach youth basketball.
One of the best episodes of that show.
Oh my god, I almost pissed myself on that episode.
Terrible. Do a lap.
So what's your terrible? What's your
Freaks and Geeks?
My only problem with your selection.
Mm-hmm. It's supposed to be a drama.
It's really more. I mean, it's kind of funny, but it's really more of a drama.
It's just I laugh every episode. You know what? I'm gonna change it.
But you know what I'm saying? Because it's not really like I'm not gonna bust my gut laughing in that show.
Right,
it's really just not. It's more of a drama.
You're right. I'm changing. I'm gonna put Arrested Development in there.
Okay, but I would agree with you in the sense that I think it's a great show.
Yeah. Okay.
I might have to. I'm reworking my drama list.
I actually did that while you were talking a minute ago.
Okay, so my number 1 would be Simpsons seasons whatever to whatever.
Okay.
What about you?
You know, I probably should have put that, but I didn't.
What is it? Space Ghost Coast to Freakazoid?
No, I actually had Family Guy the first 3 seasons because for me that had the most laughs per minute out of any run of a TV show.
I think Simpsons were better. I think the Simpsons were better, but I can see.
I think quality wise, Simpsons were better. I think laughs wise, I found.
Here's how's this: if you took the top 5 episodes of Family Guy of all time, and the top 5 episodes of The Simpsons, I think the top 5 episodes of The Simpsons are better.
I'm thinking it's almost a dead heat.
I think
it's very, very close.
And I think it's closer than it should be. I think it's not closer than it should be. It's closer than you expect, but I think Simpsons are better.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, you think it's so close, yet your number 1's Family Guy and Simpsons not on your list.
I'm taking out Spin City.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm taking that out.
Why don't you have like the Tracy Ullman show on there?
Well, did have Simpsons in it.
Yeah, that's true. So, okay, this is going to be tough to... Okay, so...
Well, it's not, because we're going to agree on The Simpsons.
We're going to do Family Guy.
Okay. No Seinfeld? We'll agree on Arrested Development.
I agree on Seinfeld also, obviously.
Okay. Oh, yeah, right. We agree on Seinfeld. See, this is really easy.
Okay, so we have 4.
The one we disagree on is Golden Girls versus The Muppet Show.
I'd say Golden Girls. I'm not going to give you edge on a Muppet Show.
No, you're not going to go with Muppet Show?
I just think Golden Girls are really, in general, it's very good humor. Basically.
But The Muppet Show is funnier.
I don't think it's funnier. I mean, come on. Let's do
The Muppet Show is funnier.
On the honorable mention list, or like, what?
All right.
What are we missing here?
Married with Children.
Give me Cheers, even.
How about Married with Children?
Okay, I'll give you Married with Children. Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Or How I Met Your Mother, even.
I don't think either of us have seen enough.
No, I've seen enough to. But I'll say Married with Children. I like Married with Children a lot.
Okay, good.
You know what's great?
Mm-hmm.
My father-in-law, his all-time favorite show is Married with Children.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, wow, I have a newfound respect for him.
Yeah, they jumped the shark for so many seasons that. Oh, why don't we do that?
Jump the shark.
Yeah.
Wasn't that kind of the shows that went on too long?
Yeah, that's the same thing.
Well, let's do that category then. I had trouble with this list, but number 5 would be 24.
Oh, this is also called the Simpsons category because that would have been our number one.
Yeah. Why don't we just put it on the list?
You want to add that to your list?
And now you're right. Yeah, the Simpsons category. Just call it the Simpsons category. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Make sure everyone understands that.
Yeah. Okay. Because that would have been our number one, clearly, for...
Yeah, so I think my number 5 would be... I said 24, yeah.
24? Oh.
Yeah. What do you say?
Well, I thought, like, the second to last season of 24 was one of the best ones, so I couldn't...
You know, I've seen every season but the second to last season.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought that was awesome.
I was behind, and I was like, I just skip the season, because...
Minor spoiler alert, Tony Almeida's in it.
I'm probably not going to watch it.
Tony Almeida's in it.
Maybe I'll watch it.
Anyway, mine is Saturday Night Live.
That's actually my number 1.
Okay, because it's just been so bad for so long. Even the news isn't even funny anymore, and they won't.
That's the worst thing. Is the news has been terrible since they got rid of Norm Macdonald.
That was a staple for 25 years.
They make Colin Quinn look good now. They are so horrendous in the news. The news is like next to the coverage of people dying in Afghanistan. It's the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Remember, for like 5 years or 6 years, you're like, all right, the show sucks, but I know at 12:15 the news is coming on. You try and time it, and you turn it on right before the news.
You might watch the band play before that.
Yeah, by accident, and then you'd watch the news and turn the show immediately off. And now the news sucks.
You couldn't miss the news. It was the precursor to the Daily Show. It was what the Daily Show was based off of until the Daily Show got really, really political.
Yeah.
And it was so brilliant.
Yeah.
I remember one of my favorite all-time jokes. There was I think it was a Norm Macdonald joke. He's like, in other news, someone's claiming to have been beaten up by MC Hammer and his entourage. By MC Hammer's entourage. The most surprising part of the story: MC Hammer has an entourage.
All right, my number 4, Family Guy seasons 4 on.
I don't think it's gotten weak enough to.
I do. You know what? No, I'm going to change that to seasons 5 because season 4 falls into the pizza category for me.
Yeah, I've heard it's gotten really bad. I don't watch it that much anymore.
I quit. I couldn't even watch it anymore.
I have trouble with this category. Hey, you know what? Here's one. Let's play this one.
I have some really good ones.
The Real World.
Holy shit, we're going to fight over this one.
Why?
Because it was never good.
You know, I'm not even a huge fan of Real World. I was struggling with this category.
Really?
Yeah.
This one was pretty easy for me.
What?
My number 3, Family Matters. There was 4 Urkels by the end of that show.
There wasn't 4 good episodes. Are you kidding me? You put Family Guy? I mean, Family Matters? It was not a good show.
It was tolerable, and then there was 4 Urkels.
It was like tolerable, like water, like Chinese water torture is tolerable for a little while.
All right, I'm going to take you to disagree on that one.
That's the worst.
All right, well, what's your number 3?
I'm struggling with this one. My number 3, I guess, would be 90210. It really went downhill after they graduated.
Holy shit!
After they graduated college, it was really just like they had like random characters. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, I know that was oof.
Oh, Family Matters. Ooh, they had a second Urkel.
All right, my number 2 is really good.
Wait, hang on. Perfect Strangers, Growing Pains. What is it?
Perfect Strangers was consistently awesome throughout the entire run of the series.
What show are you going to put on here? That's
You're gonna say as soon as I say it.
Hang on. You know what's I don't mention my best comedy because I don't really know what it is. Mm-hmm. But The Wonder Years is a great show that we didn't talk about.
That I would have to say is a drama.
Yeah. Okay.
We didn't do best drama yet.
We didn't do it. I wouldn't put it in best drama.
Well, you amend your list. My number 2, you're gonna say, yeah, you're totally right.
I guarantee I won't say that.
Drew Carey.
And you're right. I won't say that.
What?
You know, it actually was funny at first.
Exactly, and then they had Mini Mimi as a character.
I stopped watching it. You're right; it did kind of go downhill. It was actually really funny for a while.
Yes, it was. It was, and it was a train wreck for the last 4 seasons.
My 2, Lost.
Okay, well that's
I was lost when they started time traveling and fucking hate that shit.
See, I never really liked it, so that's
okay. What's your number 1?
My number 1 show is Married with Children. Because I think it went...
I'm not going to even argue with you. You don't have to explain yourself. I understand.
Okay. Well, just for the listeners, I think it went from one of the funniest shows of all time.
We all understand.
He played a sandwich as an instrument. Did you see that episode?
That was a good one, right?
All right. There was an episode where...
Yeah, I know what he's talking about.
Him and his family wanted to fly somewhere, and Somehow, I don't remember the whole plot. Somehow, he lost his first class tickets. Peg sold him or whatever. So to try and get first class tickets, he snuck into the lounge, pretended he knew a bunch of famous musicians, and so to prove that he knew them, they wanted to play like music together, and he played a sandwich, like a harmonica.
Two things: A, we're not including Happy Days, as that was the Jump the Shark, came from there. Mm-hmm. And second, if you're gonna talk about Married with Children losing it, and you're talking about anything besides Seven, then you're really missing the giant one.
Seven?
The kid. Remember they had a child, an extra child?
What is Seven? What's the significance of that?
That was the name of the child.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I almost put All in the Family for their adopted little daughter as well.
Yeah, but that was the worst, the most random child.
So we agree on SNL.
Yeah, I have to agree on SNL.
You agree on Married with Children?
Yeah, I agree on that one. I should put that one.
You got to agree with Drew Carey.
I'll agree with Drew Carey. I'll stab you with this pen if you try to put Family Matters on there.
No, I'll that's fine. That's fine. SNL. Oh yeah, we both have that one.
Give me 24 and Lost.
I think you didn't see the second list.
Give me
Season
Lost,
24 is really good. I always hated Lost though.
Give me 920. You watched the whole thing of Lost.
Your list sucked. That's the problem.
You watched 7 seasons of Lost or 6 seasons of Lost.
Yeah.
And you didn't think it started getting... You must
no, because I didn't really like it.
You liked it enough to watch
it. It was one of those, my girlfriend likes it, and I got caught watching it. Just like True Blood. I have to keep watching it, and I don't like it.
I haven't really
Fine. Lost got worse. I hated it, and then I really hated it.
Okay.
And then Family Guy?
Sure.
You got to admit that show really, really lost it. Okay. Saved by the Bell is that prize vote for something?
Saved by the Bell never really got back.
Shows that went on. That shows.
I even like the college years. I wish they had like.
Wow, really?
I wish they wish they had Saved by the Bell the middle class years.
That's a sentence.
Like the midlife crisis years.
The prep school years.
Yeah, I just wish they had kept going and going.
The like grad school years.
Saved by the Bell, they're in the mid 40s like Zach's.
Don't put them past it. None of them are really doing anything anymore.
They had a reunion on the worst late night show of all, Jimmy Fallon's.
All right, so I really have to go to the bathroom, so we're going to take a break. We're going to come back with the worst show that everyone liked.
Yeah. The
best drama not named The Wire.
Yeah. And
the funniest show. All right, we're back.
We can't get a single listener?
Right. I don't know. The live room isn't exactly hopping in the show.
I mean, I guess that would be the tipping point when you get a lot of will listeners. That'll be when you really will hit like mass appeal.
Yeah, it's just weird. Like, the show is growing a lot download wise, but live shows nobody seems to be really into. I don't get it.
Well, I think with podcasts in general, people like it as more like they download to their iPod and listen to it later.
It's true. It's just
Friday night. I mean,
I think that's better. Because we do it early enough where you're not going out. We start at like 7:30.
That's true. I guess I think it's a...
I like joining the chat room on shows. I don't know. It's twitter.com/Brink of Sanity. You could...
I've never joined a chat room on a single show ever.
That's on Twitter. And I always post like within 48 hours of like when the show is going to be. And, I don't know. I think it's fun. I've done it for a few shows, and it is a lot. I do like it.
And you've been making millions off of that bonus show content thing. Everyone's subscribing to that also, right?
Yet still no live. Actually sold out of a few sizes of shirts now. Brinkofsanityshow.com. If you go to the store section, I updated the site with the sizes we're sold out of.
Okay, let's go back to the categories.
Running out quickly. iTunes, folks. Please write a review on iTunes. Because Podcast Alley is dying very quickly.
I think you're gonna have to reach out to people individually.
I'm going to. I'm just saying for other people that I may not be able to reach.
If you could review us on iTunes, it would be gigantic. It would be a difference between us being happy and really happy.
More than that. If we get featured on iTunes, this show goes places. I mean, it's better for everyone. We get more feedback, we get more callers. It just makes the show that much better.
It's a difference you can make. And you can't stop the Iraq war. You can't stop the Afghanistan war. You can't stop the BP oil leak. You can help us.
Basically, all you do is you go to brinksanityshow.com. There is a subscribe button up top. You click that. It'll bring you right to the iTunes page. You just give it 5 stars. And if you want to write a little blurb, that's fine too. Write good I don't care. Just
for every review,
You know.
whatever review you write, we will go visit a kid in the hospital that has cancer.
Mark will go visit a kid in the hospital that has cancer,
Yes,
and I will.
we're gonna both go, and I'm not saying what we'll do there, depending on how good a review is. Like,
Well, yeah, it depends.
If it's a
what
good
the
review of 5 stars, we'll bring him ice cream. It's a 1-star review. We might tell him he has less time than he does.
Yeah. I guess it depends on the. You're right. We should
I have to hold
be
out
more
for good
specific
reviews.
about the quality of the review. Yeah, 5-star reviews though. I'm willing to do a lot for that.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go on through the list.
Okay, last 3 categories. Worst character?
Isn't that what we did? Was that one of the categories?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So worst character. Number 5, Jessie Spano. But I'd have to give her a strong positive. You know, I put her number 5. I give her a strong positive for appearing in softcore porn.
Whoa.
Like that movie where she's a stripper.
What
She's
movie?
She's a naked in half the movie.
Is it-
Showgirls.
Wait. Oh, I was thinking of. Okay.
Not
For some
Kelly
reason.
Kapowski.
No. I was thinking of.
The black girl?
No, I was thinking of Jesse's girlfriend from Full House. Yeah, no, I totally missed the boat on that one. Okay. Worst character? Yeah, Jessie Spano. Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
What do you think?
I think that I'm going to go with Danny DeVito from Always Sunny because I think he ruined the dynamic of that show. Even though his character isn't horrible, I think he did a lot of damage to the show just by being on that.
I see why you're putting it there. I think it's a weak entry only because he isn't that horrible.
Mm-hmm.
This one, and I know I told you to pick an individual character before, but I'm going to pick a cast of characters.
Oh, so now you're going to
Change-
do what you got on my
yeah.
shit for. Okay.
Well, you're going to agree with it, so
Okay.
I guarantee when you hear it, you're going to I agree completely.
Okay.
The current cast of SNL.
Okay.
You like that one. You do like that one, right?
It's not bad. Well, the thing is, I like
Some of the people.
a
on
lot
there.
of the cast
Yeah,
on that show.
I agree.
I just don't like what
The
they're
show.
doing with the show.
I hate the show so much.
See, if you said Keenan,
But I think he can be funny also. Even
Really? When?
I think individually.
I have not seen it. I have not seen
I think
him
he's
funny.
I think he's a funny. He's funny. He's just not funny on the show. Which I think with everyone on the show, they're all funny, just not on the actual show. But I see them in movies and stuff. They're kind of funny.
Like MacGruber?
Yes, I haven't seen a MacGruber movie yet. Have you seen it?
Whoa.
I'm gonna see that. I think it's supposed to be funny.
Oh my god.
It got good reviews.
No, it did not.
It actually did.
No, it did not.
On Rotten Tomatoes, I read reviews. The reviews said...
What'd you read? Like
surprisingly-
one guy review and it was the guy who directed the movie?
Yes, from guy who directed the movie.com, they said they gave it 5 stars.
There's no way that could possibly be good. It's
I-
barely
listen.
tolerable as a 1-minute skit.
I think the skit's terrible, but I bet the movie's funny. And I
Okay,
haven't
I'll
seen
take
it yet.
that bet.
I'll
I'll take that bet.
I'll bet you. What do you want to bet?
$20.
How do we determine if you actually think it's funny?
Yeah, I know. That's the problem right there. It's not.
Okay,
Give me
I'll make
$20.
I'll make you an honest bet. Forget the money because there's a chance you won't be honest. Anyone won't be honest.
Wow. Okay.
No, not you in particular. I'm just saying, once you have actual stakes, it's easier just to say, I bet when we see it, I bet you actually think it's funny. You think it's better than you expected.
Then I have to watch the movie.
Yeah. Well, the problem I don't want to put $20 on it because then you're like, well, it wasn't that funny.
Do we have a third party person who we respect their sense of humor and we could have them watch it?
Well, probably not.
Can we get another co-host of the show to watch it? Like a guinea pig? It'll save us $10 a pop.
I'm not gonna see it in the theater. I think it comes out in film, on video.
It'll save 3 days of Netflix rental.
I bet it's funny.
Okay.
How's this?
Friendly bet.
How's this? How's it better than Fun in the Bet? Comes out on DVD.
Mm-hmm.
I'll watch it with you. I'll come over one time. We'll watch it, and I guarantee you think it's funnier than it is. So I'll see your reactions there.
Okay. I will buy your drinks for the podcast after that.
I'll buy your drinks if you don't think it's funny at all.
I will go into it with an open mind.
Okay.
I am capable of this, contrary to popular belief.
Because we need right environment, so I have to be there. So I have to see you're watching it in the right environment.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's
Okay.
fine. But I want a 30-minute rule.
Okay, hang on. I'll give you that. If it's terrible in the first 30 minutes, it's fine.
I mean, like if there's not even a giggle in the first 30 minutes,
I'm not going to sit through it. Yeah, I agree with
which
you.
I call the Talladega Nights corollary.
That's fair. Talladega Nights is terrible. So
Yeah.
was that movie they're watching inside, the ice skating movie, Blades of Steel. They're all terrible.
Oh, I didn't know that's what it was. Yeah, that's another one I won't touch with a 10-foot pole.
But you agree? We agree. SNL. Well, let's go to your next one. We're on the list. What's your next one?
Okay, my next one is Danny Tanner from Full House, a.k.a. Bob Saget.
I wouldn't put him in the worst character of all time.
Really? I thought he was awful. I thought he was a bad actor. I thought he had no good lines. The only thing he did was give the heart-to-heart speech with Michelle on the couch at the end of the episode, the sappy music.
It was just a sappy, terrible show that I really...
It was a terrible show, but he was the most terrible part.
You're picking a shitty show, a shitty character from a shitty show. I think if the character from a show is, like, semi-decent.
I picked the cream of the shit.
Never mind. My number one is the cream of the shit and the shittiest show.
See, you just like to down my list.
I do. My next one, Brenda Walsh.
Okay.
She was annoying as hell.
I think you've met your 90210 quota, though.
I don't know yet.
How many times will we see 90210?
Yeah, what's your next one? I only thought we had to do this before the hand. I go and take the same 8 shows over and over again.
That's the thing. Like, I tried to do it ahead of time, but I thought we were doing the current TV season.
Up. Yeah,
and you thought we were doing all time.
Yeah, I couldn't do the current TV season. I don't even know.
So all my pre-production.
I can't do anything on 2.5 Men. What the hell?
Well, that was one of mine for another category. Okay. Anyway, who is that girl in 24 who Jack Bauer was dating and cries every single episode? She was in like seasons 4 and 5 and possibly 6.
She's on. I think Kashmir Mafia or something. The only reason I know that I have a wife, but she watched it and she was like the same character in the show. Yeah, she was annoying. I agree with that, but I don't know if she's the worst ever. But
I think she's one of the worst ever.
I'll give you my number 2 is actually better than yours.
Yeah. Okay.
My number 2, Lisa Kudrow.
God,
I hated her.
Ooh.
She is.
Ooh, yeah.
It was like, can't you just replace her with a hot girl and get the hell her off? She's annoying and not hot.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I definitely.
She's hard to be number 1.
Number 2, worst character. Yeah, that was a very good one.
Yeah.
She was awful.
What do you think?
Jack from Lost.
Not gonna give that one to you.
I hated him from episode 1, and I hated him through the entire series.
He's annoying, but he's not a worst character.
He's such a pompous asshole, and he's never done anything cool.
And he cries and all that, but he's not a worst character. And by the way, Mister, I don't even like Lost that much, and I watched all 7 seasons, but I didn't like it, or 6 seasons. You have one of your best supporting characters is Hurley.
Yeah, I love Hurley.
I can't comprehend how you could hate the show so much that you love Hurley. So I disagree with you. Jack was not annoying of a character. He was annoying, but I don't think he was anywhere top 5 worthy. My number 1, Urkel.
Which incarnation of Urkel?
Any one of them that was on TV. God, I hate you, little white.
Okay. That's not a bad one.
What's your number 1?
My number 1 is Fez from that 70s show.
I never watched that. I didn't watch it that much, and I thought he was kind of funny when he was on.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I did actually. I disagree.
He was awful. He was just dreadful.
Okay, let's come on.
Now we have to agree on this.
Yeah. So we agree on Urkel.
I will agree on Urkel.
And you agree on Lisa Kudrow.
I will agree on Lisa Kudrow.
And you agree on Jesse Spano? Current guest of SNL. You don't agree on that one?
No, because I like the people on the show. I just don't like the actual show. You're not going to give me Danny Tanner?
I didn't think he was that. I mean, of all the characters, they all sucked.
He was the worst one of the show.
They were all pretty bad.
You're not going to give me the girl who cries on every episode of 24?
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
Okay.
That really actually doesn't narrow it down at all.
I'll find her real name.
It's okay. I'll give you that one. She was annoying.
And Fez, really? He's real. I'm like, really?
I don't really... I don't give you Fez. I mean, on your list, I guess...
I don't know if we're going to...
I guess I'll give you Fez. I'll give you...
If you give me Fez, I will give you...
I'll give you Danny DeVito over Fez.
I'll
give you Danny DeVito over Fez.
I have to take Fez over Danny DeVito. If you give me Fez, I'll give you Jesse Spano.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. That is our top 5. BrinkofSanityShow.com. We are doing the top 5 categories for TV shows, best and worst, and I will be posting these on the forums.
If you guys can vote in the top 5 of the 5 categories.
Yeah, comment on the.
Okay, so what are our last? We're going overboard here. So what's our last ones?
We have.
We should push through this a little bit.
Okay. How about best drama not named The Wire?
Okay, perfect. Best drama not named The Wire. My number 5. Oh, this one I totally fucked up. Okay, just want to qualifications. I left out Mad Men and Breaking Bad because Jay here has not seen those 2 shows. I would put them up there, but I left them out on purpose for him.
Okay.
He, on the other hand,
I'll put them in
Freakazoid and Zombieland and whatever his dumb movies are, his shows, Attack of the whatever. Even though I haven't seen them, but I'll put them in honorable mentions.
Okay.
So my number 5. It's really hard because I'd put them over a lot of these shows, but my number 5, Lost season 1 through 3.
Oh, you.
Wait, hang on. 1, 2, 3. No, actually, never mind. I'm actually put
No Lost?
Honorable mention for Lost season 1 through 3.
Okay.
My number 5, the Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
That's actually a very good one.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I kind of wish I thought of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty good, huh?
Yeah, that's actually very good.
Yeah, that's a fantastic show.
I didn't think of even going back that far.
But everyone loves it.
Yeah, no, it's a very good show. Okay. My honorable mentions are The Wonder Years.
Okay.
I have 6 really good ones. I don't know which one to bump off.
Oh, we got to bump one off, man.
I know. I got to bump it off. I guess I'm going to put Freaks and Geeks because it was only on for 1 season.
I'll put that as my number 4.
You know, it should.
You know, I barely. It's hard to even put that above Twilight Zone. And also, I got to qualify. Mad Men and Breaking Bad would be on this list.
I can't justifiably put on a show that was only on 1 season.
I'll put Freaking Geeks as number 4.
Okay, that's fine because it's an amazing show. I just for 1 season I couldn't do it.
I see the argument. What were you gonna say?
My number 5 is 24.
I don't think I went into my number 3. 24 seasons 1 through 3.
1 through 3. You thought it jumped the shark that quick, huh?
No, I don't think it jumped the shark that quick, but I think the 1 through 3 are superior to the rest of the ones. It really started, like, the first season is the best season by far.
You have to watch 7, by the way. So good.
The movie 7?
No. The season 7.
Oh.
So good.
I was
it's
like,
so good. It's really good.
I'll
it's
check
really
it out.
good. Okay.
I feel like the first 3 seasons, I feel like the idea hadn't gotten so cold in your mind yet, where, like, everyone's a traitor. So I feel like it was just so
They don't have that in season 7.
Okay.
The only season they don't have the North.
But I feel like that for 1 through 3, nothing had been like all the twist after twist after twist, like it hadn't been killed yet.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What's your number 4?
My number 4 is The Sopranos.
That would be number 1.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
well, because we couldn't say The Wire.
Because
right?
of The Wire. The Wire is the best of all time, hands down. But I mean, we named the category after The Wire because no comparison.
Well, I haven't watched enough seasons to say that, but it's widely regarded as the best drama.
What's yours?
Californication.
I wouldn't agree, but
well, you haven't seen. You've only seen 1 season, so you can't do that.
So I've already done. So what's your 4? What's your number 2?
My number 2 is Battlestar Galactica.
I've never watched that show.
Okay, but at least you recognize it as.
No, I've heard it's really good, and I was surprised you said that one. I've heard it's really good. I've never checked it out. One of my friends said if you watch the 2-hour movie, the original, I guess, whatever, the first, like, if you don't like it, like, give that a chance, and you'll be hooked on it. You think it's really that good?
Yeah, the there's like before the show starts, there's a mini series which is 3 hours long.
Yeah.
First 2 hours is boring. The final hour is awesome, and you'll be hooked from that final hour.
The show is just awesome from there on.
And I would say if you're not totally hooked on the miniseries, watch episode 1.
And how many seasons?
There's 4 seasons,
and they're all that good.
If by the end of episode 1 you're not hooked, don't watch it. But you will be hooked.
My wife won't watch the show. She says just has no interest in watching it. I was thinking about checking it out myself, but
you know what? It's because girls can like it because there's a lot of like relationship shit that they would like. Girls don't want to watch it because it takes place in space, and girls hate space.
Yeah. My number 2 is your number 1. I'm 100%. I guarantee I have your number 1.
Okay.
Your number 1 is Dexter.
Yes, it is.
Because you picked him as your favorite character, so you had to be number 1.
Well, it's the best show.
If I had to redo my list with with including everything.
Is that your number 2?
Yeah. Dexter. I would put my number 1 all-time show would be The Wire. Number 2 would be Sopranos. I think number 3 and 4 would be I don't know actually. I guess 3 and 4 and 5 would be tough. It would be Dexter, Breaking Bad, and Mad Men.
Okay.
Well, actually, I mean, Twilight Zone's pushing someone out. Twilight Zone is I put 5, but it's just a really tough category.
Okay.
But let's put them together.
Okay. We have we agree on Dexter.
Yep.
We agree on Sopranos.
Yep.
We agree on.
I think it's actually will be easy because I think you'll agree with me on. You agree with me on Twilight Zone, right?
Well, we agreed on 24.
Yeah.
I will agree with you on Twilight Zone.
So it's really
Freaks and Geeks versus Californication and Battlestar. I will give you Freaks and Geeks. I would actually rather put in Battlestar other than Twilight Zone, but you haven't seen it. So.
I'll watch it. But I'm not watching it probably anytime soon. I'll watch it at some point.
Right. I'll give you Twilight Zone just until we...
Twilight Zone is actually amazing. I mean, that was like ahead of its time and just such good writing.
Yeah. Dexter is god-awful. Explain yourself.
Dexter's pretty good.
Dexter's really good.
Dexter, you know what, like, though, it wanes at a little bit at times, but, like, there's so many, like, payoffs. Like, the last season was freaking awesome. You know what, season 3 wasn't amazing.
No, it wasn't, but,
I thought...
It started off really slow,
rank the seasons for you. Rank the seasons.
1, 4, 2, 3.
I'd say 2, 4, 1, 3.
Okay.
And I think 2 was the best. I just love 2 with the... I was just really like I think 1 I was watching and I was like, oh, let's watch another episode. Mm-hmm. 2 I was like, we're watching another episode. Like, I just had to watch another episode. What? And like 4, I mean, the greatest episode of that show ever was the Thanksgiving episode.
What, the one that aired on Thanksgiving or the one that was Thanksgiving on the show? I don't remember.
Season 4, when he has Thanksgiving at their house and finds out they're absolutely insane.
Oh yeah, that is such an amazing really episode. Good. Yeah.
That really, like, he finds the daughter, they lock the daughter up and all that. She offers herself to him, and like the mother sees it, and the mother's just like, "Okay, just don't tell my husband. That's all."
Yeah, I know that's really good. That was an amazing episode. Well, I think it's agreed that season 3 was the worst season.
Yeah,
the first 5 or 6 were bad, but it built up to the point where it was worth it by the end of the season.
I mean, I didn't like not enjoy it. It was a pizza season for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And season 1, I can see why it's because it was much more newer. I can see why people would like that better, but I think 2 was the best season. 2 was just like with that girl and like it really was, and the ending was like I thought there was the payoff, like when they blew him up. I just loved that ending. It was just so insane.
Well, Zach from Neanderthal Radio hates the girl actress, and I'm assuming.
Okay, that girl was hot.
No. I really don't think he's talking about her. Okay. Because the cop's girlfriend in season 4 was like, I should have put her in our top girls I want to bang.
Cop's girlfriend?
The girls I want to bang category.
Which one?
The cop who I think he only showed up in season 3 or 4, and he was dating the news reporter.
Oh, that girl was hot. Yeah,
that girl would be in the top girls I want to bang category.
She's
actually,
really hot. Yeah, and she's naked in it also, right?
Like 4 straight episodes, I would put her in there.
Awesome. Yeah, she's really hot.
Yeah, I'm gonna add her to my honorable mentions. That girl was hot. Anyway, he doesn't like the girl actress, and I'm assuming he means Dexter's sister.
I like her, and she's kind of a hot body. Not kind of hot body, kind of hot actually.
I think not a great body, not that good looking.
She's a good body.
And we're doing a least favorite character category, and she might be in my least favorite character category.
Oh, okay.
That's Zach from Neanderthal Radio. You hear his promo every week on the show, and so I hope you're downloading his episodes because it's a good show.
It's a good show.
I handpick. I don't play promos for shows I don't like.
Yeah.
So Neanderthal Radio, Random Ass Radio, and Stephen Cliff Show, I actually have listened to and enjoy because I'm not one of those sellout guys that promote shows I hate. How do you like that for integrity?
I'll promote anything. You pay me.
Marc will promote anything. I only promote shows that have been handpicked.
I'll promote medicine that kills babies. If you will pay me.
Okay.
Okay, let's go to the next category.
We have funniest show, worst show everyone liked.
Did we do funniest show?
No, I think we did. We did funniest. Oh, we did funniest show ever. Yeah.
Yeah, we did that already. You
Okay.
wrote the categories list.
Yeah. Okay.
No, you sitcom family. You wanted to slaughter.
Oh yeah, I had a lot of trouble with that one.
I'll give you my top 5 then if you.
Yeah. I know you got the whole thing.
Okay, my top 5 for that since Jay didn't do anything for that one.
No, I do have some, but
okay,
not.
Okay, number 5.
Mm-hmm.
Party at 5. Party at 5 murders for me.
Yeah, that's not a bad one at all.
What do you think?
I keep seeing those commercials for Tyler Perry's Meet the Browns.
Tyler Perry, like, I don't know, but his name is gold. Everything he produces is popular, and I can't knock his show because I don't watch it, and apparently everything Tyler Perry does makes a ton of money.
Yeah, but, like, does anybody even watch his show, or does he just have a lot of money to put out commercials?
He was like a stage actor. Like, he became a one-man show, and he became so popular they put out tons of movies and tons of things based on his comedy. The guy's probably worth hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars.
Does anybody?
He might be worth $1 billion. This guy is like insane. I don't watch any of his stuff, but like,
you know what he is? The Black Ernest. He goes to jail.
Yeah, he does. No, you know what? He's the
because Medea is Ernest.
Yeah. I was gonna say he's the Black Martin, but
no, because Martin didn't go as many places as Ernest or Medea.
Martin's black.
Oh, so you go on the racial thing here?
Yeah, I am.
I'm just going the going
next
places
thing. Want
thing.
to kill. Next sitcom family wants slaughter. Leave it to Beaver. The Beavers. The Cleaners.
That's a very good one.
Yeah, I think my list is pretty solid here.
Okay, my number 4 is the Brady Bunch.
And that would be my number 1.
Nice. Okay, so we agree on that one.
And I would have sex with Marcia before murdering her.
All right, my number 3 is Full House.
That is my number 3.
Okay.
So my number 2 is a show I've never actually seen. I might have seen little bits and pieces of it. Always saw previews for it.
Okay.
And it really made me want to kill the whole family on the show. Seventh Heaven. That's a pretty strong one.
But one of your girls you want to bang is on Seventh Heaven.
Again, I would have sex with her before murdering her. Or maybe I'd just keep her.
That is why I didn't pick Gilmore Girls.
I haven't seen that show.
I wanted to, but...
I haven't seen that show before. I know what you're talking about. I just haven't seen it.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of shows like that. What would you pick? Oh, you know, actually, my number 1... Fuck what I put. My number 1...
You're vetoing Brady Bunch?
My number 1... Those are all on... Here, listen to my list.
Okay.
It's reality television. But I would say The Hills.
But that's not a sitcom.
Okay, put them... I'll mention that. Oh, yeah, you're right. Sitcom. Never mind. Leave Brady Bunch.
Oh, I would love to slaughter everyone on the Hills. Don't get me wrong.
And all the Real Housewives shows and...
Oh, yeah. No, those are just horrible
okay,
people.
Okay, so we'll forget that.
That's why we didn't do, like, a reality category, because they're all horrible people, and we hate
What's your 2?
all that shit. I don't have a 1 or 2. I know that was anticlimactic.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You're 1 and 2. Okay, let's just make a top 5 then.
You know, we both had Brady Bunch. We both had Full House. I will give you Party of 5, because Jack is on there, and I fucking hate Jack.
Was it the same Jack?
Yes, it was the same Jack.
I didn't realize that, so you just said that just now.
Yeah.
Man, I hated him in that show also.
I'll give you Leave It to Beaver.
Okay.
You know what? I'll throw in Seventh Heaven. I don't care.
Yeah. Okay, so last category. Worst show everyone liked.
Worst show everyone liked. I don't know where that is on my list.
I found it.
You found it? Okay, I got it too.
Can this be a show I liked also?
No.
Yeah, it is. It could be a show I like. It depends on how you find it. It could be a bad show that I even like. It's my number 5 in this list, which I actually really... I mean, that's why I looked at the list. Like, shows that, like, I actually didn't mind watching. I actually watched, but it was a terrible show. Maybe we did it differently. Jersey Shore. Terrible show, but I really enjoyed watching it.
You know what? I still think we should have done a guilty... Really? With that dog?
Okay, guilty was kind of a guilty pleasure.
We should have done a guilty pleasures category.
What'd you put number 5?
My number 5 was 2.5 Men.
So you really just did a worse show.
Yeah, I did shows that get really high ratings that suck, but apparently millions and millions and millions of people watch.
Here. Worst show, Jerry Springer. People like it. It's really just a terrible show.
Because it's fake.
Yeah, obviously.
If it was real, it would be hilarious.
But it's not.
I know. Which, the sad thing is, you couldn't get a similar show with real people, and it would be the same thing. Which, a show very similar to that was in... I don't think we came up with the Guilty Pleasures category. I have a very similar show in that.
What kind of show?
Cheaters.
It's a Guilty Pleasure show, I agree.
It is great. I love it.
When's it on? I want to watch that. I've seen it a couple times. I don't remember when it's on or what's on.
Go to G4 TV, and it's on all the time.
Okay, I'll watch that.
And you will see Attack of the Show, which is on my my list
I
there.
see Freakazoid and whatever crap is on
No,
there.
that stuff isn't on there.
South, whatever. 9 South. 7.
Worst show everyone likes, SNL, my number 4.
Fair.
It has not been good in a decade.
We're not going to combine these categories.
It gets amazing ratings.
As we interpret them differently. Full House. Everyone liked it. It was a terrible show.
It was really bad. Yeah. That's why I picked Danny Tanner, because even as a kid, I hated him.
I don't know why I watched it. You know how I hated it even more? The Neighbor.
Who was the neighbor in Full House? They had a neighbor?
Yeah, remember they had that annoying girl that was like friends with them?
Kimmy Gibbler.
Kimmy Gibbler, the worst category. Oh my god. You know who I also hated? A worst character? Joey Lawrence on Blossom.
Whoa.
He was so fucking annoying. Whoa.
Why didn't we put that on a worst show? Okay.
What?
Friends. Never very good.
I disagree.
Do you like that show?
It had a lot of funny moments. It was funny.
Never got into it.
I watched it. It was actually, even though I totally watched it, it was funny.
Can't do it. Can't do it, man.
2. Three's Company.
Hmm.
Really wasn't a good show.
No.
Same plot every time.
Yeah.
Someone misunderstands something, and something else happens.
I know, it really wasn't.
I mean, like...
It's a very overrated show. I'll give you that one.
I don't know. Like, there was, like, no writing going on whatsoever.
Okay.
I mean, I wonder with the writing being started, like, what are we going to miss here this week?
Yeah, exactly. My number 2 is American Idol.
It's like a reality show. I can put every reality show.
But it's the highest rated show on TV. The people who win make one shitty album and nothing else ever for the rest of their careers. Yet it's like, what is the prestige about winning that show? Because you make one shitty album and then disappear off the face of the earth.
There are a lot of, and I talked over you there, but there are a lot of popular reality shows out there that are terrible. And it's really hard to even separate one and one.
But this is like the number one.
Yeah, I agree. Give you that. And you know what? I don't watch enough. People really like it. I don't know if it's really that dumb of a show.
You don't think it's that dumb of a show? I mean, I wouldn't think it was that dumb of a show if the people actually had musical careers afterwards. But
they're talented.
They all sound exactly the same, though.
But they are talented, though.
I guess, but
and some of the people have gone on to fame. Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah, season 1. The show's 9 seasons in, and the very first one made something and nothing else.
Number 1, The Brady Bunch.
Yeah. No, I'll give you a Brady Bunch.
And what do you think?
My number 1 is Lost.
Okay, I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one, actually, completely.
Yeah? Even though that's one of your, like, top 5 best?
The first 3 seasons are great. After that, like, once I want to murder someone.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're giving me that one. All right, so we have to agree on this. So we agree on we Lost. I'll give you Full House because that, for some reason, is regarded as a good show.
Yeah.
And it just isn't. Are you going to give me 2.5 Men?
Yeah. Absolutely. I would have put them if I had interpreted the characters, the category the same way you did.
Mm-hmm.
You're not giving me Three's Company?
I'll give you Three's Company. It's not a very good show.
And The Brady Bunch?
How about SNL?
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Okay. All right, there we go.
Well, you know what the thing is, SNL, the unfair thing about SNL is they had a lot of good things also.
But
so
but for the last, like, 6 years, it's not been good.
How about post-2000 SNL?
What was it?
Post-2000 SNL. Millennium SNL.
Mm-hmm. Post-millennium.
Okay. So is that our show?
I think that's about it.
Should we update everyone on the Met score?
Wait. Saved by the Bell is definitely a runner-up for that one.
I liked it enough to not put it on there.
Other co-host Joel got through the entire series of Lost in 7.5 days. And my prayers are out for you.
Wow, that's pretty crazy.
It was funny because I got an email every day, like, first day, finish season 1. Second day, finish season 2. You know, so on. Season 3. Fourth day, I hate this fucking show.
Which
is really about where you would hate the fucking show.
I know someone who finished the first season of 24 in something like 35 hours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, one of my buddies did that too.
It's the first season of 24 is one of the best seasons of any show ever.
I had the flu when I first started the show, so I was bedridden. What better show to watch when you're bedridden than 20? That first season.
Seasons of a show, to make a category out of my ass right now, I would say no order, 24 season 1.
Wait, what's the category?
Best single season of a show. Of any show.
Okay.
24.
Yeah.
24. The Wire, season 3 and 4.
Okay.
So I think that they're separate. Season 3, season 4. That's how good the show is.
Mm-hmm.
Not to build it up too much for you.
Yeah, I'm up to season 3, so it should be interesting.
Freaks and Geeks.
Freaks and Geeks?
Yeah, it's one season. I loved it. So 24 season 1. And probably season 1 of The Sopranos.
Really? Okay.
It was a great show.
I can't agree with Sopranos. But I will agree with season 1 of 24. It was just, at the time, it was so original. I haven't watched The Wire yet. I've watched seasons 1 and 2, and it's good, and I keep hearing it's just going to be amazing.
So what would you...
Freaks and Geeks, definitely. Absolutely Freaks and Geeks.
I give an honorable mention to season 2 of Dexter.
Season 2 of Dexter. I'm torn between what season of Dexter.
I think 2 was better. You just already knew the characters. You really liked the characters. It was not as original as season 1, but like it was just better. I think it was just more compelling.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I got too annoyed at the British girl.
Oh my god, she was just so crazy. She was an awesome character.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with season 1.
So Californication season 2, huh?
Californication season 1, I thought was amazing.
Oh, 1. I thought. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Somebody says which season featured his sister less.
Which who?
The sister in Dexter, which is such a horrible character.
I disagree, but
you like her sister? Oh yeah, you think she's kind of
I
hot?
fucking bang her. Yeah.
Oh no, she's got no body. She's totally. She got no curves. She's too skinny. No, we already said the girl that the cop is dating, who is a news reporter, is the hottest girl on that show. And the Asian girl that was kind of stalking the sister in season 3,
she was kind of hot too.
Is the number 2. I thought I loved her.
The British girl was pretty hot also. And his wife is even hot.
The wife is number 3 for me. British girl maybe number 4.
Characters you want to bang on Dexter.
Characters you want. We can make a top 5 out of that. Yeah, absolutely. And
okay,
might throw in the sister as number 5. But just because I can't think of anybody else right now.
Who else are you going to do in that show?
The girl got her wrist slits in the bathtub.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Yeah, I know, but she was kind of hot. Best single season of a show.
It's tough because there's so many shows, so many seasons.
I know, and then it's like, spur of the moment.
And comedy, it's really hard to look at your best dramas by the best drama list. I mean... It's hard. I mean, you're not going to take a season of Twilight Zone. You're not going to take a season of...
Season 1 of Battlestar was pretty fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, then put it on there. We don't need to agree.
Right, because this was a spur-of-the-moment one.
Yes.
And
so you haven't seen The Wire yet, so...
No. Not season 3 and 4, so...
So, maybe you'll agree with me, maybe you won't agree with me.
Yeah. All right, so I think we're going to have to... We're going to have to end the show.
Yeah. So this was a fun one.
Yeah, it was a good one. So we'll be back next week. Subscribe on iTunes, write a review. And we'll be back. Anything else?
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Bye.